New technology number three, although technically this one isn't new to me. We used it a lot in one of the schools that I worked at, and it was a lifesaver during COVID. So this is SeeSaw. Um, it is a way to interact with students, and assign work, especially when working remotely, but also in the classroom or if they're working from home. Um, you can also send messages. So once you're set up, I don't have a class right now, so I don't have anyone to message with, but you can contact parents, you can contact students with this. It's really easy to get set up. Parents just need a code to join your class, essentially. But it's a really easy way to communicate with students. Um, as the teacher, you can see what you assigned on what days and when it needed to be turned in. You can also see who has turned their work in and who hasn't. Um, it allows you to give immediate feedback, because you can communicate with your students as private messages, or there are ways to do public messages, when they when the students share their work and upload it onto the sort of main page, you can then comment directly onto their work. So if they've done something very well, you're able to give sort of positive feedback there. If there's something they need to work on, you can send them a private message. You also, when they submit their work, the teacher is able to check it over before it's published on the home screen. So if they've made some mistakes, you can send it back to them and have them correct anything. You're able to write on their work or record a message to them or type a message to them. It did have a lot of options, um, for activities. So there are lots of options within the community library and the Seesaw library. You choose what grade level, you choose what subject, and then it gives you options for a lot of times things that you're currently working on. Um, Sometimes you're able to just take the activity that's been pre-made as is and use it with your own students. Other times you might look through the activity and go, oh, well, I like that, but I'd make some changes, and you are able to edit these things. You can also go ahead and just create your own in your own library using various different tools and activities. You're able to record your voice if you want to verbally explain what to do, or type notes to help them. Um, it's really very useful. And then once they've completed the activity and it gets uploaded, you can then comment on their work and they can comment on each other's. And so, because it has that option for commenting on each other's work, I thought it could be useful for the ISTE standard 2.3a, which is where the students are socially responsible for their online communication. And so, just making sure they're being respectful to each other. Um, it also would fit with ISTE 2.7b, which is using technology to create assessments. So as you saw in the resource library, you can create assessments as well.